It's easy to have a good attitude when you're the coach's favorite. It's easy to get out there and play your game with no pressure when you know the coach has your back. But it's not that easy when you know the coach don't like you. When you know that you're not coach's favorite, when you know he doesn't have your back. When you get out there, you know that it's one mistake basketball. Meaning if you make one mistake, just one, if you think about making a mistake, you getting out the game. You ever had that kind of pressure? Not being the coach's favorite? Well, today I'm going to tell you how you can still be successful and not be the coach's favorite.
Hoop loudy.
Yes, indeed, Big Brother Bear here to give you all that you want and what you need. And if you don't know, I put out student-athlete information every week, helping them both in their sport and out be the very best they can be. And today I'm going to get into how you can operate, how you can be successful even when you're not the favorite. Some of you may be thinking, do coaches really have favorites? I'm here to tell you, yes, regardless of what they tell you, to be politically correct. Because the coach is going to tell you, my favorites are the people that work hard, get in the gym early, stay late, who has a grades taken care of. Yeah. I understand that. But if we're being honest, your favorite is also individuals that are very talented, that are actually going to help you win ball games. And if those individuals have some issues with some of the other things that I named that you said your favorite is, you would still try to make sure you help those individuals out. If we're being honest. Now, if you want me to say what a coach is going to tell you, a coach is going to say, oh, no, I don't have favorites. They have favorites. They do. You have favorites. It's life. We have favorites and different things. They have favorites. And the first time that I found out they had favorites is when I was in junior college. In junior college, I played at College of Eastern Utah in Price, Utah, Highway 6. Our longest commute time was going to go play Northern Idaho. Northern Idaho is in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. That's 17 hours of driving in a 16-passenger van one way. And our coaches did the driving. We didn't have any charter buses. Our coaches did the driving. Since I like to talk and ask people questions, I was voluntold by my teammates often to make sure I sat in the front seat while they got in the back seats so they can get some sleep. I sat in the front seat so I could ask coach all these questions so I can just get to know him. And I used to do this time and time again. Every time we have long road games, I used to do that because he would have to stay up. And we didn't have time. We didn't have money to be like stopping in hotels and all that other stuff. Like JUCO, it's get it how you live. So I would stay up and talk to him and talk to him about different things. And I remember we got on a conversation of dogs for whatever reason, pets. And I remember vividly him saying, I would never go get a dog from the pet shop. I'm thinking, what's wrong with a dog from the pet shop? He said, dogs from the pet shop, they never went through anything. I like getting my dogs from the Humane Society because they went through stuff. They had to go through, there was some grit there. They had to they're battle tested. And I thought to myself, and I didn't realize it then, but soon thereafter I said, man, that's just not dogs. You have the mentality about people. You have a connection with people that way, especially the people that you recruit. Because I would see the guys that he would recruit from some of the tougher neighborhoods, and some of the individuals had checker pass. And I kid you not, this coach would empty his resources on those individuals that you have to beat with a stick to go to class than he would for those individuals that are going to go to class anyway. He would empty all his resources on individuals that you have to make to go hard in practice than individuals that just going to show up and do their job. And again, this video, if you're new to this channel, let me go ahead and say this. I don't bag on any of my coaches at all. I love all of them because my coaches were the only ones that can get across to me because my teachers couldn't. My teachers, I failed the 6th grade and the 8th grade, was put in special education classes. There were only my doggone dad and coaches that got across to me. So don't look at any of my footage, any of my content as being like negative about coaches. I love all my coaches. I wouldn't be here without my coaches. Not only do I have an associate's degree, not only do I have a bachelor's degree, I have a doggone master's degree. I may have a doctorate, and it all comes from the discipline and work ethic and grit that was put into me by my dad, by my mom, and these coaches. So don't think that I'm trying to talk bad about my coach. I love every story I tell you on this channel when I talk about my coaches. I'm going to tell you the story, but I'm also going to tell you that I'm crazy about my coaches, okay? Every last one of them, whether I played or not. Some of these coaches benched me. I sat on the bench quite a bit. when I was in junior college. But I still have nothing but positive things to say about my coach from junior college. My coach started people over me that did not work harder than me. But I still have nothing but love for my coaches, for all my coaches, but in junior college as well. And I beg of you to have that same mentality. Don't try to bag on your coaches because you didn't get what you wanted. But back to the story. So I think that he really had that mentality for people as well, and I saw it on a regular basis. So I know how it feels to not be a favorite. I think back on that time and said, well, some of you may know I lost both my parents to cancer when I was in college before my sophomore year. And I think back, I'm like, man, if I had gone through that earlier, thank God I didn't, but if I did, I think he would have loved on me harder. Like he would have made sure I was taken care of. Like he would have emptied his resources to try to make sure I was taken care of because I had gone through something. And I think that's, though I don't agree with that, I understand. I understand because somebody did that for him. So I get it. I get it. But how do you operate? How do you be successful when you're not the favorite? How do you do that? Well, the first thing you need to do is first I need you to accept it. Accept it. Accept that it's not going to be equal. Accept that if you miss a shot, you may get pulled out, and that his favorite or her favorite may miss a shot, and this person gets 10 shots to miss before they get pulled out. Understand that it's going to not be equal. First of all, accept it. I know it feels bad, but accept it. Don't complain about it. Accept it. And if you need to cry about it, cry about it. But let me tell you something. Once you get done crying, go to Costco or go to Sam's Club or wherever you go ahead and get your stuff, your items in bulk. And get some Kleenex in bulk for the rest of your life. Because I'm telling you, this is just an example of what you have to come. When you start talking about jobs, careers, when you start talking about girls, when you start talking about, I don't know, whatever endeavor you're thinking about in life, there are going to be people that don't like you. There are going to be some people they're not really big fans of you. Professors in college. There are going to be some people that are not big fans of you. So what are you going to do? They don't look at you like, that's not my favorite person. What are you going to do? You still got to make it. You still got to figure something out. So this is a good trial run for you. If you're going to be the person who want to sit on the end of a bench and pout because you don't get a lot of playing time because you're not the favorite, you're setting yourself up for failure. I'm telling you, I've battled through those positions as well. I've been on teams where I've been the favorite, and I've been on teams where I was not the favorite. And I'm telling you, you need to go ahead and accept it. Acknowledge it. Don't be asking yourself, man, is this real? Like, is he really treating me this way and this person this way? It's real. Okay? It happens. Number two, I know you're interested in trying to figure out how to get out of this. How do I become the favorite? In that mindset, I need you to be reminded of this. Play the role that your team needs you to play and not the role that your ego wants you to play. My ego says, I'm a point guard, baby. I can't shoot a lick. Hey, I did have a little bit of handles though. I can still mix you up right now. Don't test me. Right now, we come out there. I still have somebody looking like they're Bambi on ice right now. But at the end of the day, that's not my role. My role is to run the floor. My role is to get rebounds. My role is to get dunks. My role is to get blocks. My role is to be a hype man. My role is to dive on the floor, take charges. That's my role. My role is not to shoot. If the game is going down the line, if it's 5 seconds on the clock, they never gave the ball the bell and say, hey, man, go do your thing. They could throw the ball in the block and say, do your thing. But out on the perimeter, go never. And I just got to be honest. So be honest with yourself. Play the role that your team needs you to play and not the role that your ego wants you to play. Your ego will get you in trouble. Your ego will lose you games. Your ego will cause division. Your ego will get you on the bench. Your ego will get you kicked off the team. But if you play the role that your team needs you to play, you'll always find a spot. Number three, this will make catch you off guard a little bit. But what I need you to do is, I need you to first humble yourself and then support whoever the favorite person is. Whoever the favorite person is, support that person. That means being super energetic. That means being enthusiastic. That means picking that person up. That means giving them the ball in the positions that they need in order to score. That means celebrating that person's victories. That means just being a cheerleader for that person. Helping that person out. If they forget to play, you help them out. Don't try to embarrass them. Help them out. You know? Because here's the thing. Here's the best kept secret that a lot of players forget or don't know. So let me tell you this. If the team does good, meaning y'all win a lot of games, everybody get to eat. Everybody eating. Everybody eating. If one player does good, let's say there's one player. This person's averaging 30 points a game, 20 rebounds. You know how many people are going to get scholarships? You know what I mean? People don't get looks. Just that person. If y'all losing every game, but this person is scoring 30 points, that person's gonna get a scholarship. All of y'all y'all gonna fall by the wayside. But if if y'all win a lot of games, then a lot more people will get scholarships. They say a high tide raises all ships. So a tide is the water, right? So when the water raises, those boats, those ships that's out on the doggone tide, they raise as well. All y'all are boats. Be the boat, okay? You're the boat. Feel the boat. You're the boat, all right? So when that water raises, everybody eating, everybody floating. But if it's just one person that's doing their thing and nobody else is, and y'all were losing every game, but you got the superstar may get a look, but nobody else will. Because here's the thing. When that tide is raised and everybody's eating, coaches look at it, even if you're sitting on the bench, prospective coaches will look at it like, well, at least that person knows how to win. If they're going to practice on a regular basis, winning is a mentality. So if you're around winners, you start taking on their personality. You start taking on their mentality. You start taking on a different way of how to go about practice. Because winning is no accident, especially when you do it year after year after year. You don't do that by cutting corners. You don't do that by missing practice. You don't do that by faking injuries. You don't do that by not making sure that you're intentional about the minutia details. So a coach will say, I want to get somebody. It don't matter who it is. It could be the doggone custodial staff member. I want whoever that was in that same room when they were winning, I want to recruit that person. A high tide raises all ships. 4, and this is my last one. What you need to do is, if you want to be successful, even when you're not the coach's favorite, what you need to do is make the most out of your time when you get on the floor. I've been that person. I hate to say this, it's called one mistake basketball. You could chew your gum the wrong way, and coach be like, get him out. And you could do anything wrong, and it's just your leash is just that short. I've been on those teams. And what I'm telling you is not fair. It's not fun. I've been laughed at like the whole 9. And you look at the favorite, this person get to stay in the whole doggone half. The favorite stays in so long, he has to pull his jersey and say, Coach, can you get me out? I wish I had that. It would be nice. Must be nice to do that, to pull your jersey. Are you kidding me? If I pull my jersey, it's just because I'm just rearranging the collar. It's not because I want you to get me out the game. I've been in those situations, 30 seconds, whoop, get them out. Just that quickly. And what I'm telling you to do is maximize that time. Like, don't throw a fit. Don't get upset. Just go out. If you get 30 seconds, go hard those 30 seconds. If you get 3 minutes, go hard. Don't be looking back at the bench, seeing what they're doing. Just focus on what you got to do. Understand that you're going to make a mistake. It's human. Everybody out there making mistakes. Even the favorite is making mistakes. So don't put pressure on yourself coming out there saying, I'm not going to make a mistake. I'm going to do everything right. No, you're not. No, you're not. Your coach is making mistakes right now. He probably got a suit jacket on the wrong way. It don't matter. You're going to make mistakes. Go out there, settle yourself down, say to yourself, if he pulls me, he pulls me. If I make a mistake, I make a mistake. I'm just going to go out here, have fun, work hard, work on the thing, do the things that I know I can do to help the team win. That's it. I understand this. For some of you, this video is not enough. You're still thinking, well, I want to be the favorite. Let me tell you something about the favorite. If you are dead set on being better than the favorite, if you're dead set like, I want to be the favorite, I still want to play, I want to get the bulk of the minutes. Let me tell you how it breaks down, okay? Because you can do it. If you want to exhaust all your energy on doing that, because you just got this ego thing that's like, I'm just competitive. I just got the, whatever. The reason that you are not playing, aside from he has a favorite, is because you and that favorite are dang near even on what you can do for the team. You're dang near even. So if you're dang near even, then I'm going to go with my favorite. Because then at least I feel comfortable with this person. I know how to speak to this person. Me and his pops went to school together. It's not really a big loss because y'all right there. It's like anybody from the stands, no one from the stands can say this person is better than that person. It's just too close. But when you're head and shoulders above the next person, there ain't no such thing as a favorite. No one cares. Can you imagine? Can you imagine Zion Williamson being in doggone Spartanburg, South Carolina, and not playing because he wasn't the coach's favorite? No, I can't either. It wouldn't be possible, right? Because if you look at his team, he's head and shoulders above everyone else. Ask that about yourself. Are you head and shoulders above everybody else? No, you're not. I wasn't. I was, depending on the night, I may be an inch above the person that he played over me. Just an inch. But the next day, I'm back down a foot. Like, it just depends. So understand, if you're not head and shoulders above the person that you're crying about because that person is favored, then shut up. Don't even worry about it. Just say, okay, now what's the next role? What's the next productive thing I can do to better serve this team? That's a winner's mentality. So I hope this helped you out before. I hope this helped you because I've gone through this same thing. I've gone through this same thing multiple times. One mistake, basketball, not picked to make it, walk on, red shirt, I've been there. So you're not alone. If you have any questions, let them down in the comments. I'd love to help you. But as always, whether it's on the court or off in the classroom, I'll graduate at the top of your class after you go to hooplottie.com and get you one of these doggone shirts, dude. Golly, when you put on this shirt, or you look in the camera, when you put on this shirt and you look at the screen, the videos just look so much clearer. You go from 1080p to 4K just like that. Maybe not, but y'all still need to go pick up a shirt.